Hello viewers, my name is Muhuyu Lawrence and welcome to the Realtors Show tonight. With me is the lovely, the gorgeous. Welcome to the show. Introduce yourself.
Thank you so much for having me on board. My good name is Mary Diana, well known as MD by my followers, clients, and my good friends. I'm a graduate from the Technical University of Kenya with a degree in mathematics and applied statistics. I'll say I'm a very hardworking lady, a go-getter, very confident, and I do believe in myself. Career-wise, I'm very passionate about real estate, business in general, and I do admire women in business making great moves out there.
Yeah. I remember at one time I saw you in women in business.
Yes.
It was a dinner.
It was a dinner awards, and actually it was more of awarding the women who are doing well in business. Yes.
That was a very, very nice event.
Yeah, it was.
I understand you've been in the real estate industry for quite some time.
Sure.
How has your journey been? What's your experience?
My real estate journey has been amazing, very fulfilling. Actually, I'll say more of a learning curve because I've been able to understand the industry at different perspectives, from the sales and marketing department to the construction department and also the customer relationship bit of it, because I handle so many clients. Actually, my clientele database is cosmopolitan, so I get to handle different clients with different interests, different budgets. Basically, what happens is that you listen to the clients, identify what they're looking for, and then you share with them the details, take them to the site, you take them to the office for the documentation process. You also make them understand the legal bit of it, and then from there, they can be able to purchase their dream home.
Yeah. That was quite an introduction.
Yes. You had said, you had asked how long I've been in the industry?
Yes. How long have you been there?
It's been around, I think 7 years.
7 years.
Yes. And I think I can just maybe say a little bit about it. I started in the homes and tours industry, and then I went to selling apartments in Westlands and Parklands. From there, I ventured in the bungalows and mansionette sector. Then now I'm here and offering my clients their preferred homes and properties. What they need to do is just to let me know the location, the budget, and the type of property they are looking for, and MD Modern Homes will provide the housing solution for them.
Yeah. So, MD.
Yes.
Just before we go on,
Okay.
this is an interactive and a learning session where we are going to learn more about real estate, how you can buy property, the necessary steps you are supposed to take before you can buy property,
Yes.
the factors that you must consider, and many more. Welcome with me.
Sure.
And make sure you learn something. Just before we go,
Yes.
I want to ask you a very, very random question. What's the difference between a bungalow and a mansion?
A bungalow,
Yeah.
it's a one-level house,
One level house.
and a mansionette could be 2-level, 3-level. Yeah,
Gorofa.
gorofa. Yes.
Sema gorofa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So why real estate? Why real estate?
You'll agree with me that we all need something of our own, right?
Yes, we do.
So real estate and the housing sector has proven to be the safest and best investment option to venture in. And this is simply because one can never go wrong when investing in property, because property has been on an appreciating scale over time. You can never regret making a loss when you purchase a property, because the value keeps on appreciating. For instance, if you buy a house right now at 5 million, a year later or 2 years later, the same house, you will sell at around 6 or 7 million. This means that you are able to get a capital gain of up to 2 million. So it's yeah.
That's 1 year, 1 or 2 years.
1 or 2 years you make profit. So that is just a way of you securing your future in that specific investment, and you can never go wrong because the value keeps on appreciating. Yes.
Mary Diana.
Yes.
Jina inakaya maua.
Wongo.
Anyway, you've mentioned to me that you've been in the real estate industry for 7 years.
Yes.
You also mentioned something about affordable housing.
Sure.
How affordable is affordable, and is affordable housing different from low-cost housing?
From my understanding, I'll say affordable housing is whereby a housing unit is within a majority stretch price-wise. It has a flexible payment plan and comes with all the values needed for one to feel at home.
Yeah.
And by the values I mean it could be well-connected water, good security, electricity, close vicinity to all the social amenities and such like things.
Yeah.
While low-cost housing on the other end, from my understanding I'll say is whereby a housing unit is less expensive than the normal or the average cost of a house.
Yeah.
This is mainly because probably they have cut down the cost of construction.
And what are some of the factors affecting supply of affordable housing and the prices?
Affordable housing supply and the prices are affected by so many things,
Yes.
but I'll just mention several of them. The one that is leading is the rise in the cost of building materials.
Yes.
That is mainly led by the high economy. Sometime back early last year is when we experienced
2022.
yes, when we experienced the rise in the cost of construction materials. Now, you know, if the construction material prices have gone high, it means the developer will also increase the prices for the house.
Yeah, he has to make a profit.
Yes, and also the delivering of this construction material will also go low. So construction department will be affected, hence we will not have enough houses because it will reduce the rate at which the houses are being developed.
Yes.
Another thing is the increase in population rate. You find that the demographics are going up and therefore the demand is becoming higher for houses than the supply. So it's demand versus supply.
Demand versus supply.
Yes.
So there is more demand
For houses because the population has gone up than the houses that are being supplied.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Another thing we have is the land rates.
Land rates.
The prices of the lands have gone so high, and this is mainly affected by the high rates involved in acquiring the land. We have the approvals or the government permits. So whenever the prices of the lands are high, it also makes the developer increase the cost of the house. And in some instances, realize that the developer can actually decide not even to construct in that specific location because the prices are up. Yes.
We are in an egg and hen like dilemma. You know it?
Yes.
Where one thing affects the other, the other affects
Exactly.
the other. You can't really tell.
So all of them are working together, and
You
all
know,
of them are affecting the supply
Yes.
and the prices for the affordable housing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So now that we are talking about the different, the cost and the affordable housing, so can you mention to me what are the different types of properties that are out there that people can purchase?
When it comes to purchasing the properties in the housing sector, it
Okay.
depends with the developer, with whatever the client is looking for.
Yes.
It could be a bungalow, a mansionette, an apartment, because some of them buy these properties to reside, others buy them so that they can rent out, others so that they can resell, others even buy apartments so that they can put on Airbnb and make a profit. And it actually depends. There are some who prefer buying them in a gated community and others buy them on compound. For someone who is not conversant about gated community and on compound, a gated community is whereby several people are living in an estate, but you are on your own compound. You have parking for more than 2 cars, you have a garden, you have space around your house, and the houses are normally separated by a live fence.
Okay.
But now you have shared amenities like swimming pool, shopping center, kindergarten, kids play area, and also you have one gate so it's a controlled entry and exit. While an on compound is whereby your compound is gated by a perimeter wall. You have one gate, like uko peke yako.
Yes.
So it depends. There are clients who want to stay in a community and there are others who want to stay alone. So it basically depends mtu anataka gani.
Yes.
And also, you find that one can also buy these houses when they are ready or when they are off plan.
Having interacted with the off-plan model of building and owning houses and homes,
Yes.
Is it something you can recommend to your clients?
Yes, actually off plan is amazing. I'll highly recommend it. But first, before a client buys through off plan,
Yes.
I can advise them to do their due diligence on the company. They check out the track record of this company and their delivery track record. Because generally it has so many advantages because the prices are cheaper compared to buying ready houses.
Okay.
It comes with a more flexible payment plan, and one can be able to customize their house to their taste and preference because it's not a ready house. And if you're an investor, you get to make great returns on investment, because if you buy a house at off plan at maybe around 4 million, when the same house is ready, you get to sell this house at around 2 million or
A margin of 2 million.
upfront. Yes. So you make profits.
That reminds me. You remember when international musicians come to Kenya? 5 months before they arrive, the tickets are 100 bob. But when you buy at the gate, it's 3,000. It's that same concept of plan and ready-made houses.
Oh, somehow they are connected.
We can compare them.
Yes.
And viewers, remember, this is an interactive session. We are all learning about real estate. When you're going to buy your house, these are lessons that you can take into consideration.
Yes.
Viewers, so far so good. We are learning. At the moment, at least we are aware of the different types of properties and the maybe affordable housing and the many benefits that you can get when you invest in real estate. So moving forward, MD,
Yes.
what are some of the factors that someone must consider before they purchase property or house?
That is actually a very good question.
Yes,
And
thank you.
it should be known to many clients, because most of these buyers are normally clueless.
Yes.
So the first point one needs to consider is the location. This is the most significantly important factor one should consider. Make sure you familiarize yourself with the location so that you can be able to assess the area by yourself and know what you are investing into. Basically, you should be looking at distance from tarmac, distance from CBD, accessibility, security, closeness to all the social amenities and such
Social
like
amenities,
things.
right,
Yes. Yeah.
Water.
The second thing you look at is the price, because the price, your budget, and the payment plan determines the kind of property you can purchase in a specific area. So ukijua penye mfuko yako inafika, then it will be very easy for you to get to a property that is favorable within your budget.
Yes.
The third point is due diligence. Make sure you get the title deed and do a search. If you're buying through the off-plan model,
Yes.
make sure you do a background check on the company and also understand the process of getting the title deed when the house is ready, or if you're purchasing a ready unit. You can either use your lawyer or the company lawyer, whichever way you feel comfortable, so that it can give you more confidence when you're purchasing this unit. Another point you should consider, especially when you're an investor, the return on investment, the ROI. You know, when you invest in something, you expect it to grow,
To get something.
so that you can get some value.
Yes.
So buying a property as an investor, you need to look at the figurative bit of it. I'm assuming if you're buying a property right now and you want to resell it, you should understand how much capital gain will you be getting after a few years. If you're also buying so that you can rent it out or you can put it on Airbnb, you also need to know what will be your income that you'll be making after, be it monthly, be it weekly, depending on the property. Yes.
Periodical earnings.
Exactly. You can also consider if you're buying a residential home, you should also look at the quality of the house and the plot size, because if it's a residential home, you know, it should suit your taste and preference so that it can give you that feel and worth for your money.
And now to the most critical part of purchasing a house, the payment plan and models. What are some of the payment plans and modes that are available to the clients?
We have different modes of paying depending
Okay.
on the client.
Okay.
The clients who prefer doing cash payments. We have those who are comfortable with doing installments, whereby they pay a deposit of like 20% of the
Okay.
value of the house.
Yes.
Then the balance, they are given a period of up to 1 year or more, depending on the agreement. We also have the rent to own option, whereby a client pays 20% of the value of the house, and then the balance, the owner, the developer, or the landlord, if it's a rental house, allows them to pay within 5 years, of course with interest, until the house eventually becomes theirs.
They manage to fully pay
Yes.
the value. Okay.
And then you can also have the mortgage, whereby the bank can come in to finance you, and then they give you a repayment period that you can pay flexibly for probably 5, 10, 15 years, also depending on your agreement.
Okay.
Yes.
Talk to your diaspora people. I'm sure they're listening in and they're seeing MD and they know you are their guy. So talk to them. What do you have for them?
Actually, on my clientele database, 60% are diaspora clients, and I talk to them a lot, sana sana usiku, and most of them keep on complaining the fact that they send money back home to their relatives and friends so that they can do housing projects, but when they come back, they find that nothing has been done on the ground. So my advice to them is always that before buying any property, if you're in diaspora, make sure you do your due diligence, make sure you do a background check, and in most cases, send someone, send a local, involve a local, it could be your friend, your relative, someone you trust. They come on the ground, they check out the specific location where that property is located so that they can advise you accordingly. They can even do live videos for you so that you can just get a feel of what you want to invest in. If you are okay with the decision, is now when we get into the payment process, which is I can also take them through. What happens? First of all, you send your details. You have a client detail form, whereby you send your details. Normally, the name, ID, KRA PIN, email address, so that you can prepare for
and
you.
all that.
Yes, so that you can prepare
Even
for you.
PO box.
The address, yes, so that you can prepare for you the offer letter.
Yes.
And an offer letter is a document which can help you to make a transaction in the bank, because it has your name, the name of the house, the title number, if it is an estate, the number, the bank details, so that when you get to the bank, you just transfer the property. So once you've transferred the amount or the deposit or the whole amount, you now send us a receipt or a copy of that transaction slip. And then now when the transaction has reflected on our end, or the developer side or the company side, is when now you get a reconfirmation receipt from them confirming your payment has been received.
Yes.
Then from there, you now get a sales agreement, which is more binding between you and the developer. If it is already house, you're supposed to get a title deed express.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you are told that you can do a search, and then you are told within how long you can be able to get your title deed.
Yes.
And if it is off plan, you get to walk through the journey, and you get occasional updates on the progress of construction as you continue paying.
Okay.
Yes.
As we are winding up, I would like to ask you a very, very random question. A few years ago, the government of Kenya launched the Affordable Housing Initiative.
Yes.
Do you think it's viable?
Yes, I'll say it is very viable only if certain issues are implemented. Because given that the Affordable Housing Initiative was started a few years ago with a target of 200,000 houses annually, and that is 5,000 per county, and we still have a deficit. According to me, I'll say the deficit is because of the high costs involved in the construction process. Because we have the land rates, we have the legal fees, we have the approvals, we have the legal fees, we have even the process whereby you get a buyer. So all these processes involved, they are quite expensive. So if the government can work on a strategy to minimize the costs involved, then the affordable housing scheme will be more swift and workable.
Workable, yeah.
Yes, because for instance, if I'm a developer, let me use an example of the private sector. If I have a house in Ruiru at 4 million, let's say, if I'm to sell this house, I'll sell it at around 9 to 10 million, which is not within the affordable housing range.
Yeah.
But now, if a buyer comes in, they'll want to buy this house at 4.5 or 5 million.
Okay.
This is impossible because they don't understand the fact that the land price is not in the 4.5, and all the other rates involved in the process, they haven't been added. So when you tell them the price is 9 or 10, they'll say it is quite expensive.
Okay.
But now, if the government can work on something that can minimize these costs involved, then more houses can be developed, and more individuals can be able to purchase these houses. Hence, we'll be able to reduce the deficit of affordable houses in the process.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for sticking with us till the end. Wasn't our realtor amazing? I'm sure you've watched her, you've gained knowledge, you've gained massive. She's been very, very informative and very open-minded. She has taught us a lot. So I'm sure you're asking, how, when you want to own property with MD, how are you going to reach her? So MD, how can we find you?
If you want to know about the kind of properties we have on offer, maybe I can just brief you a little bit before I tell you how to get me. So we have both bungalows, mansionettes, apartments, rental options along Kanguja Road, Thika Road, Mombasa Road, Ngong Road, Kiambu Road. Tuko places kadhaa. So if you're looking for property in any of those locations, you can call or WhatsApp me on 0702 968 903. 0702 968 903. You can also check me out on all my social media platforms. I am on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn as MD Modern Homes. Just search MD Modern Homes on all those platforms, and my profile will come, and you'll be able to follow daily updates of the kind of offers I have on sale. Yes. Asanteni sana, and I'm glad to have shared this amazing home ownership session with you, and I'll be glad to share with you more tips. So in case you have a topic you want me to tackle, kindly drop a comment and I will take you through. I'd also like to encourage everyone who's been watching this video, if you're looking forward to invest, this is indeed the best time to invest. Mapema ndio best. And I also believe this is the year where you should all achieve that dream of owning a home. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm your girl. My name is MD Mary Diana.
And I am Lawrence Muguyu. I will actually recommend her. She should be part of your home ownership journey. And for your deliveries and transportation, remember our main sponsor is Ullaz. You can check them for deliveries and transportation. And with that, I would like to end the show. Mary,
thank you so much. See you next time.
Welcome.
Bye.